a big believer in chiropractic and physical medicine, but I'm also a big believer in nutrition. And I did a lot of study on nutrition many years ago. There are some herbs that can be extremely beneficial in helping you to treat your patients. And some of the herbs that you should pay attention to are herbs that are adaptogenic or adaptogens. These are herbs that tend to have, they can have bi-directional effects in your body, meaning if your blood pressure is too low, it could raise your blood pressure. If your blood pressure is too high, it could lower your blood pressure. 3 of the herbs that I find interesting that you should look into: Rhodiola Rosea, Rhododendron Caucasium, and Ashwagandha. These are 3 different herbs. 2 of them, I believe, are from the Soviet Union. The first one, the Rosea, grows at altitudes from 11,000 to 18,000 feet above sea level. That's a pretty harsh environment, and it probably has these substances in it that are super survival because they're in super survival mode their whole life, growing at that altitude. But the last one, Ashwagandha, is from India, and it's from the mountains, I believe, in India. And then the second one, the Rhododendron Caucasium, is from Soviet Georgia, which is Siberia, extreme temperatures in that environment. What these herbs have the effect to do in your body is things like lower cortisol. Remember, when you're under stress, when you're in fight or flight, one of the things your body releases is cortisol. And it does that so it redirects your blood flow away from organs and to your muscles so you can escape a threat. That's called fight or flight. But cortisol, long term, shutting down blood flow to your organs is not good for your health. And it decreases your chance of healing because your body is so caught up in fight or flight mode instead of being in the parasympathetic mode where you heal. These 3 herbs that I just mentioned can lower cortisol levels. They raise serotonin levels and endorphins to help you feel less pain and reduce depression. It also can help you with things like fighting immunity or fighting infection and boosting immunity. Really powerful herbs that can help you with things like the recovery even after exercise. They can help you with promoting muscle growth and muscle healing. When you look at some of these natural substances that are here on Earth, they have some tremendous effects. The reason I like these things is because I don't like the medications that are out there. Medications tend not to do what I just said, where they can actually make a decision what's better for the body right now, lower blood pressure or higher blood pressure. What they do is you take a drug for blood pressure and it lowers your blood pressure. If you take too much of it, it lowers it too much. If you take an antidepressant, antidepressants do not boost, as far as I know, most of the antidepressants out there do not boost serotonin levels. What they do is they trap serotonin in your synapses in your nervous system, and it keeps it trapped there so it can propagate thought processes. If you do that too much, you can have uncontrolled thought processes, and that's where the idea of homicidal and suicidal thoughts come from taking those medications, and it is a side effect. Using a natural substance that doesn't do that would be a much safer, much smarter way to do it. When you combine this with your rehab and with your chiropractic, now you're releasing even more of those endorphins, decreasing pain, increasing positive outlook, and decreasing depression. And one of the major side effects of all these things that I'm talking about is weight loss. So it'll be a combination of using herbs and nutrition and exercise and chiropractic to actually get your body to heal right. And isn't that what everybody tells us? And that's what all common sense tells you. What's the best way to deal with heart problems? Diet and exercise. What's the best way to deal with digestive problems? Diet and exercise. What is the best way to deal with depression? Diet and exercise. And when you use some of these herbs, that we can consider that part of diet, and we can consider chiropractic part of exercise, because what we're doing is facilitating movement in joints that should already have movement. And it has profound effect on the nervous system because of the nerves that travel right through that structure. So combining these things together, I think, is a much smarter way to approach health than to actually use a drug that is creating a reaction whether you need it or not. Anyway, look up these things, adaptogens, and I think you'll find they're fascinating. And if you incorporate them into your treatment program, it's going to help you with your patients quite a bit. If you want to get more information about this, you want to learn more about our content or hear more of it, then subscribe and leave a comment.